counts. All right, September 18th. It's a Thursday.
167.
Thursday, kicking off week 4 of the NFL. Hold on. Week 3 of the NFL?
Week 3 NFL.
Kicking off week 3 of the NFL, week 4 of college football. I still think they should align those.
No, they shouldn't.
They got to figure out.
Talked about we shouldn't align.
Yeah, why would they align?
You want to have college football have it the weekend themselves.
What about if Labor Day became all of week 0 for college football? Then we would align. I don't think that's that crazy.
Why do you want to move football?
Yeah, but then like the Sunday, Monday games for college gets smothered.
No, call Labor Day weekend for college football, week 0.
But it's not week 0, it's week 1.
But then we'd be aligned.
What happens to week 0?
Gone.
It's all week 0. No, that's all week 0.
So 2 weeks
all
of week 0?
So yeah, 2 of 0. It's week 00 and 0.
Week single 0 and double 0.
And then we're aligned. That's
you know
for
what?
11 straight weeks, dude.
If they did week 0 and then double 0 the following week, I'd be in. That's so fucking.
But also, isn't it so easy to just know college is always like one ahead?
I know.
Like it's pretty. If you've been watching ball for 30 years, you think a guy would be able to
dropping his nuts.
Even I know.
Why don't you get a 3-point stance for us, Ev? Let's go. You're a football guy. Let's go.
I played ball too.
I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying you're a hard. Let's go do an Oklahoma drill instead of the picks. You want to just?
That'd be incredible. Yes.
Line up.
I don't want to do it, but I want to watch you guys do it.
Hardo. You get my point. Let's just line them up.
But I'm saying it's so easy.
But it's not that hard to line them up the same way. Goes 000.
I think it's a lot harder to. You think it's easier to
because
change?
then we do shows like this. It's like, where are we in? Oh, week 4 of football, and you just say it's a blanket statement.
They should change everything because of shows like this.
Well,
no, just in general though. Like
it'd be easier to change the entire football schedule as we know it for a century.
No, it's just changing the name.
For you.
It's changing the name of what you call it. Still have it on Labor Day, but it becomes week 0.
But see, the thing is,
and those 4 games we play.
But if they changed it, it would just be week 1, 2, and then 3. So it'd be 2 away, like 2 separate.
I don't follow that.
Like you're saying, you want to go like 0, like it's already 0 a week ahead. You're saying you want it to be lined up. You either want to move the games back.
No, I don't want to move the games back. I want to do what it's called. All you do is change the name to week 0. Labor Day becomes week 0.
But then what's the week before?
000.
000.
But see, but that's even more confusing.
No, it's not. No, there's 4 games.
000,
and only the diehards are kind of paying attention.
No, if anything,
000 and then week 1 lines up.
And then you'd be like, it's like 3 and then 5.
So weird.
Or in this week, it's week 2 and then 5.
I'm so in for 000.
Yeah.
Week 000.
I want me over that.
000.
000.
I don't like this. Meek, you pulling this up, by the way, is shitty.
Yeah, the internet's split on this. Obviously, at Barstool, you get dunked on, whatever. This has been sent to a lot of Division III group chats, and I'm the voice of the people.
Yes.
So
the scale count.
They had one bad year. One bad year.
4 years.
2 bad years. We also
it's
one
also
really
like
bad
Meek.
Some injuries. Listen,
who the fuck are you to pull that?
Coming in, we had the kid. We had a conference player of the year quarterback. He tears his ACL in the second quarter. Other kids get suspended, thrown off. We were down to our 6th quarterback.
Yikes!
In the 4th game of the season.
Yikes!
Don't you have an issue?
You're gonna go 0-9.
Don't you have an issue with him? It's like
I have
promoting other shows of the company.
I would never shit on someone else's athletic abilities because mine aren't good.
I have
on our show. Obviously on the pro different.
I can promote other shows at our company. You can go watch Fishbowl too after this.
I have many issues with him, but it's what I choose to take and not take. Anyway, we're brought to you by HeyDude. This week's episode is brought to you by HeyDude. What better way to kick off football season than with the official shoe of tailgating? HeyDude is the only option when you're planning your game day fit. Easy to slip on, laid back style, and all day comfort. They hooked us up with a bunch of new pairs, and we'll be wearing them all weekend long. HeyDude is offering a special offer to get you ready for the season. Whether you're in the parking lot before the game or locked into Red Zone from the couch, make sure you're ready for football season with HeyDude. For a limited time, go to heydude.com/Barstool and use code PIX20 to get 20% off HeyDude Barstool collection. That's PIX20 to grab 20% off of all our favorite styles. Order yours today and experience the comfort all season long. We'll remind you that HeyDude halfway through the show as well. We love HeyDude. We're going to be joined by Mutt probably in 5-10 minutes. Want to keep maybe we keep the Thursday streak going. The guy is 1-0. He becomes the Thursday night man.
Does he have to pick tonight's game?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he could kind of do whatever he can kind of do. He can kind of do whatever he wants to keep the streak going, so to speak. But if he does become the Thursday night guy, that's fine too.
So we're allowing him to pick any game he wants then, but he has to win.
I guess
I think he's more. He touches on Thursday. I would imagine he has a pick on Thursday. It is what it is.
Yeah.
He can do whatever.
I imagine he does.
Okay.
But yeah, I have always welcomed new gamblers in this company with open arms. So I kind of find it pathetic that none of you guys reached out.
Well,
I'm the branch guy, like bring it in, but it is what it is. So Big Ev squeezing them out, and
Reach out.
squeezing
Well,
them
I reached
out.
out dozens of times.
is what it is.
Talk
Mr.
to
Nuts in
Bailey.
the chat, I have played a sport before. I played CYO basketball. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Dave's take on that. If you're going to go to school and you can play athletically and still get a good education, I think
Why
you're
wouldn't
checking
you?
2 boxes.
Yeah.
Not to get like deep. Again,
it's
just
a
for the
decision.
record, too, anyone out there is like, talk about football, bring it. Like, the things that involve me outside the show, I do not bring up till the troll behind the glass brings it up.
Yeah, he brought that up.
Like, I ain't coming in here like, let's pump my own tires. But either way, I think if you got to go to school, you might as well hit somebody, as they say in Remember the Titans.
I love that phrase. I think I would more see like me in high school. Like I was an okay high school player. It's more just like the commitment.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, for example, like obviously I wasn't going to do anything with like a football career. Like it's outside of like just be on like a D3 team or something like that. I think it's I love to party too much. Like me, like I knew like even like I'm never going to play college football because I won't be able to party as much. I want to party and just have fun. So I think that's like the like general the inner conversation. I guess.
I do think the people that
I respect it because
I think the people
I love football,
that
but I
just would go to a D3 school and be like, oh, I just want to play. I want to keep playing. And them not, and that school being like nowhere near some of the majors and stuff that you're interested in is a crazy move to me. Like the way it was way you should do it if you ask me, not to get crazy, but like you should go somewhere and the next day, if you wake up one day and they cancel the athletic program, you're still okay because that's where you wanted to go to school.
That's a smart play.
Is what you should do. Not a lot of people
Good way
do
to
that,
look at
but
it.
that was me.
either
Like I
way.
wanted to go to like a bigger school. It's like,
Of course, and
I wanted to go to one that had like D1
and
sports.
there are days where like you hear stories of the tailgates and you watch this shit and the different parties and stuff when the who showed up, Chainsmokers,
yeah, that was at Ohio State. Yeah.
like shit like that, and how competitive. You still could have gotten a good athletic experience getting the run in some of these intramural games and frats and stuff like that. There's definitely days I regret, like, you do wish you went to a big school, but like the guys, you become friends with the guys you're friends with, and it's an accomplishment to play for the 4 years.
No, I respect it. My dad did. My dad played.
Yeah, I've also seen a ton of guys I went to school with that quit after freshman year, sophomore year, whatever, and then just don't graduate at all. So like that's what kept you in. There's a promotion to keep you in. So who's this guy?
Heartwarming story.
58-year-old freshman Tom. Is it Tom?
So they're making a movie. This is a movie that's coming out, I think, this week or next week.
Yeah.
older than his own head coach.
Called The Senior.
Yeah.
With Michael Chiklis.
Popped up on my feed. It felt like it was relevant to the conversation.
Yeah, that's
I think that's got enough legs for a movie.
no, well, it's Angel Studios putting it out, so probably not.
I don't.
They're a smaller religious-based movie studio. They don't usually do particularly great. They had that Freedom of Sound movie came out last year, made a ton of money.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
there was another one they had-
What?
You know what? What else was supposed to be a movie? The kid J-Mac who hit all those threes. You remember that story on senior night?
Yeah.
That
He
never
had, like
got.
autism.
Yeah,
or
that
something.
never got legs.
Yeah, he
really.
went. They played him. He went like nuclear. Hit like
Berserk.
6 threes in like the fourth quarter.
Yeah, berserk. But yeah, that never. It's weird. Some of them get legs, some of them don't get legs. So, and then the ones they make are not fantastic. Like the Kurt Warner, I heard, was not.
It was okay.
Dude, apparently that was
Better than I thought it was gonna be.
The trailer for that movie is the worst thing I've ever seen. Apparently,
It wasn't that bad.
I will never watch
It's
it.
that video of the guy throwing the football.
Yeah,
Like, he looks like he's never thrown a football in his
Yeah.
life.
Zachary Levi did a decent job. Anna Paquin is in that. She won an Oscar when she was a kid. She's a very good actress, and they make the movie probably better than it should be. It was perfectly fine.
Yeah. Speaking of movies, I was texting Clement the other night at like 11:30. I'm like, I don't know why I did this. I watched Weapons.
We were talking about
I
that.
haven't seen it.
Incredible. Second best movie.
You had asked about Weapons a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I watched.
Finally
What did you think? Oh, no spoilers, but what did you think?
I feel like you could spoil this.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean it's.
You just saw it.
It's been out like a while.
Yeah, but people are still waiting to go see it. Maybe they want to see it on streaming. Why are we going to
you
spoil
kinda-
a movie? Don't spoil. We won't be an asshole.
I kind of saw it coming. Darth is Luke's father. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But did you enjoy Weapons?
Yeah, dude, I don't like scary, but I thought it was a good twist. Like, it's an uneasy. It's good. It's
It's an
definitely
uneasy watch.
now, but also Ken Jack was saying it's getting no pub for
Oscars.
Oscar. Like to me,
That's kind of crazy.
that's not. It's if everything's getting that height.
It's just supporting.
They just said they
character.
hate horror
It's
and
at least a supporting character, and that should get nominated.
Just a supporting actress.
Supporting actress.
Yeah, that I think
Should get a nom.
Might get a nom. We'll see.
oh yeah.
I mean, there's so much. We got a DiCaprio movie coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah, it
Paul
seems
Thomas
like
Anderson.
It's getting really good reviews.
Oh my God! I
I
already
like that. Is
I
that
already
a
have
surprise
tickets
though?
for
Because
it.
it's Paul Thomas, it's Anderson, and it's a big budget and it's Leo, but Yeah, it's getting really good.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm like dying to go see that. Every year, always another battle. One battle after another. It's
One after another.
But yeah, I'm always fucked up.
It is.
Fucked up.
It is.
Phil, whenever you get Mutt, let us know. So, all right, Thursday Night Football. Bills, Dolphins. Bills up to 12.5.
Not
First,
get any higher?
yeah,
You think it gets to 13?
probably.
It's such a big number.
13. I couldn't see it getting any higher than 13. 13's. I mean, get them by 2 touchdowns. The NFL's a lot.
I don't think it gets any higher. I think this is where.
I think you'd even go down to 11.5. I think that's more likely than it getting to 13.5.
If you have a play on tonight's game for your best 5, you have to announce it now. I do still think announcing the full 5 on Friday is a better way to navigate through the
That's fine.
schedule when guys go head to head.
I'm not taking
This is not one of my
not one
top
of my-
In
5.
terms of
This
tonight,
is one of my 5. Bills minus 12.5.
I'm taking the Bills over 30.5 points. I've kind of said this all week with,
Hubs did
you
too.
look at
Yep.
if you're looking to get tickets with game time and obviously things like that we've talked about, with considering the weather, considering it's a Thursday night, considering how early it is, considering it's a division rival that you're watching turn into a dumpster fire, considering that their head coach is hanging on by like a thread and you could be the reason to fire him and you can kind of laugh at that. And I'm pretty positive, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I'm pretty sure there's no work in Buffalo tomorrow. Just everybody's off. after tonight, like, you're off. If you go to the game, you just tell you're off. Yeah, I ain't going.
No one's making meetings for tomorrow.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bloodbath up there. So, like, in terms of, again, the weather and everything considered, like, there is no better party to be in on that. And I do think the Bills hang it tonight and could go get 31. So we'll see. So that's my
Mutt's on the line. You want to hear his pick?
yeah, that's my play for the 5. Mutt, what's up?
Mutt, you're on.
What's up, boys?
What up?
What?
So, all right, so the want to know.
He brings the excitement. That's what I love about Mutt.
It's the connection can be weird if you can't see somebody. Want to know in Thursday night picks via Barstool. I figured you kind of get going. You become the Thursday night man. Now, you're not limited to just the Thursday night game. If you got something crazy like Florida State second half team total points over 20.5 on Saturday, you could do that. But basically, the pick that you give out on Thursdays, we're going to see how many Thursdays in a row you can keep going. And if you lose this one, we're not going to shut you off, but you'll be the Thursday guy moving forward.
There's a couple other plays I like this weekend, but I want to stick to Thursday. I want to stick to what works. As gamblers, we do what worked last time, so we're going to focus on Thursday night. And Rico, I guess you and I are we're heads up here, man. I'm taking the Dolphins plus the points.
Let's go. Whoa.
So Phil took the Bills laying. I took the Bills team total.
All right, so I'm against Phil then, and everything in my gut says Josh Allen. I heard you say Hank's 30. He probably does. Here's why I have to play I have to play the Dolphins tonight. The Bills are banged up. No Matt Milano, no Ed Oliver, and Teron Johnson's questionable. They're already a bad rush defense. The one thing Miami can do is run the ball with Devon Achane. Mike McDaniel was on his last leg. He's going to have to give this guy the ball. And there's a huge trend with 0-2 underdogs on the road. 350 game sample, boys. They're covering at 60%. And it's last chance for the Dolphins. It's Buffalo off a big week last week. I'm going to hope maybe I need a backdoor. An early score would be great, but I got to take the points in this spot. It sucks. It's a hold your nose pick and just do it. I want the Dolphins plus the points off the trends and the injuries, and McDaniel fighting for his life here in Miami.
Yeah, I was talking about it with Jerry on House Call. I do think you can make a case that it's a kitchen sink game for the Dolphins early. And to my point, the Bills, the obvious, like Ev talks about it too, like go contrarian. Don't just take the obvious, the Bills are so easy. You ask 100 people on the street tonight, who's going to win? Bills by 100, Bills by 100. It's usually not the case. I do think the Bills might come into the game a little bit thinking we could just throw our cleats on the field and win. Maybe they start a little slow. It is Thursday night off a short week. They're a little banged up. I do think there's something to looking at Dolphins scoring first and also like a big play, a deep, long play to a guy like Waddle or Hill for first touchdown score if you're looking at a bomb. I could see them doing a big-time play action, something over the like McDaniel's like, I'm going to get fired here. I might as well take a shot. I got a trick play. I got this. I got that. I think there's something, too. Now, do I have the guts to take it? No. But I do think there's something. If you're looking at true payouts, Dolphins guys to score deep and score first is something there,
Yeah, and I think Waddle is going to, I guess it sounds like Rap Sheet said he's going to play. And when he says he's going to try to, he feels good about it, he'll go on. I expect he'll play. But if he doesn't, I know Teron Johnson for Buffalo. I mean, Tyreek Hill, we saw at the end of that game against the Patriots, they found something with Tua and Tyreek Hill. And, like, what else is he going to do? Like, I love the idea of a kitchen sink game. He's not going up there to get embarrassed again. And by the way, they'll play to the end. That's the other thing. Like, assuming no one gets hurt and everyone's in there at the end, he's going to want to try to make it respectable, even if they're down big. So the backdoor cover is way in play in this game. I don't think it's going to be over till the legit final buzzer because they're going to want to score as many points. Either they're getting beat up late in this game.
Yeah, it's a lot of points. The Bills have to be up by so many points for that backdoor cover to not be there.
Yeah.
Like, they could be up legit.
They're going to have 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
To not be open.
Is there anything, though, to, like, McDaniels is on the – if he loses this game, he's fired probably. Like, if they're down by 2 touchdowns at halftime, this team just give up and, like, say fuck it and they end up losing 41-7? You know what I mean? Like, does that happen?
It's in the range of outcomes, but I do think there is something to a personal pride. And I would as someone who's going to lay the 12.5, I'm hoping, Chris, that you're wrong and they don't lay down. But I mean, they got their asses kicked in that game against Indianapolis to start the season, and I mean, they looked better against the Patriots. They didn't look great. So again, it's not a sexy pick. Josh Allen's the best player on the field tonight, but the points are too many. The trends are too good. And Buffalo, again, the injuries are huge. Their defense was not good anyway. They're already the 6th worst DVOA defense through 2 weeks.
Yep.
2nd worst run defense. So they're not good, and they're some of the best players are banged up on the short week. Like that, there's enough there to take the point.
Everything screams to me it's a points game tonight. Not even Mud. I do lean your way for the spread. I'll probably just avoid the spread overall, though.
Yeah, me too.
I was kind of talking earlier the week of team total points to the Bills and the whole game over, and mixing the spread in there as well. But I'm kind of off the spread at this point. But the Dolphins have one of the worst defenses, if not the worst defense in football.
Yeah.
And I'm with you with the Bills, not necessarily having a hallmark defense either. So I think there's going to be a lot of points in this game. So whether it be Bills team total 30.5 like Rico had, or just the overall over of 50.5, I like both of those options. None of those are my top 5 picks for the week, but I'll probably be playing 1 or 2 of those.
It does feel like an over game too. Like, because Miami gets down, they're going to play fast. Like they're gonna speed the game up. They're gonna check down to HN, get to the line, go. And Buffalo, Buffalo can play slow with James Cook at times, but they could score. You're right, they could score so easily on this Miami defense. It might not matter. Even playing slow, they may fall into 28 points.
It almost feels like too, like you can kind of pick a few Bills anytime touchdowns, and they'll probably end up in the end zone. Like they're just gonna have a bunch of different guys. I'm looking at HM plus 115 for the Dolphins. The score, they're gonna feature him. He scored last week, so I will probably end up with a few anytime touchdowns, Bills, maybe HN, and then an over. Probably
the guy that I
steer.
like for the prop guy that I'm going to play in anytime touchdown is a plus 270 right now on DK is Dalton Kincaid. Like he is iced out Dawson Knox. He's getting way more snaps than Knox through 2 weeks. Dolphins defense allowed 6 catches and 71 yards on the first 2 games defensively against tight ends. This is a guy that Josh Allen goes to in the red zone. If we think they're going to score points, they're going to be in the red zone. So he's not a favorite, but he's in that mid-range, almost 3-1 or so. And his receiving prop has flown up. It started at 28.5. It's at 32.5 right now in DK. I still lean over there because you can pick apart that middle of the defense. If the Patriots tight ends can make plays, then Kincaid can make plays tonight. So anytime touchdown for Kincaid and over receiving would be the guy I would play around with the Bills.
I like that a lot. I'll ride with you on that, Mud, on Kincaid.
I like Josh Palmer to score a touchdown. I also think there's something, I'll be honest, I don't know the guy's name off the top of my head. Ev, maybe help me out here with depth charts. It's just not something I do. Who's deep down the Bills depth chart at running back?
Ray Davis.
Yeah, Ray Davis.
I looked at Ray Davis.
Plus 380 anytime touchdown, Ray Davis.
Yeah, so that you could look at that. There's some other ones, obviously.
He got 9 carries in the Jets game. That was a blowout.
Right.
Yeah, they pulled everyone.
Maybe
his yardage.
They
I think
even
is
pulled
like,
Josh Allen.
His yardage is like 23.5. I think 24.5.
Yeah.
Like if you think that's going to be a blowout,
If you think it's going to be a blowout,
It's not a bad look, Rico.
Also, everyone, it seems like you guys like the over. You pull up DraftKings, a lot of different ways to play this with plus signs. My point, if you think the Dolphins think it's a kitchen sink game and they come out early and the Bills are just like, yeah, okay, playing with their food. Dolphins' first touchdown in terms of a 6-way play on here, first scoring play. Dolphins touchdown plus 406. Dolphins field goal plus 377. If you go to game specials, Bills to score in all 4 quarters minus 140 Allen and Tua to each record 30-plus passing yards in each quarter, plus 475. And then this one jumps out. If you guys really do think it's the over, hold your nose. Each team to score 1+ touchdown in each half, and each team to score 1+ field goal in each half, 14-1. If you think they could both do it in the first half,
A lot
it's
of possessions.
plus 285.
You get a lot of possessions for that. But, like, if it's an over game, yeah, you're going to get that.
That's a cute-ass bet. I hate shit like that.
Usually it's like 2 passes.
I'm not saying they can't win. I just like it's just so much like
You guys painted the angle of it being high
Yeah.
scoring. I'm telling you what DraftKings can offer. It's basically you just need 10 points by each team in each half. That's all it is, Ev. It's a
Well, but you
touchdown
need
and a
to-
field
No,
goal.
it's not.
No,
Because
but it's not. You need
touchdowns.
specific field goal.
You need specific. You need to
The
break
Bills
down.
the Bills
that
could
way.
score 21.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
I get
that's
what
the
you're
problem.
saying.
Bills could score 30 and a half.
You're right. You're right. All
Just,
touchdowns.
you need a lot of possessions to
You gotta thread
that
factor in
needle.
the probabilities.
So here's one I want to run by you guys. Both teams make a 33-yard or longer
I saw
field
you
goal.
took that last night.
Minus 105. It's like, all right, 30. So basically, two field goals. So I think if it's close, like we were talking about red zone and Miami's going to need points. I don't think. I don't know.
You just need the. You
just need 2 field
You're gonna need
goals.
the Dolphins to stop them, like on that side of the field. It's
Right.
Kind of asking.
You could easily see the
like
Bills just getting touchdowns.
You just need like a penalty or something like that.
I was like, I'll jump on that. It's
I did
interesting.
see you took that, and I was like, oh, that's not so bad.
But I do really like. I'm with you. I'm with Hubs and Rico. Bills over 30.5 points. Mutt, you said you had other plays?
Yeah, Mutt, anything wacky in terms of that, or what else you got for the game? Or the other plays? Yeah, it's a good point.
The other guy I think for anytime touchdown is a pretty decent price right now is Malik Washington for the Dolphins.
I
So
love that.
Darren Waller's not going to play again, so he's out again. He got 5 targets last week. He got a couple carries out of the backfield. Like, they need to go to the gadget plays. They had to get guys involved. No Darren Waller. Maybe Waddle's banged up. Like, this was a guy that McDaniel was feeding last week. He's almost 5-1 for an anytime touchdown. So I'm always looking for a couple of, like, mid-price guys in the East primetime games. And I thought Kincaid it fit the bill almost 3-1. And Malik Washington got enough touches last week where they're going to go get, again, Rico's kitchen sink angle. Like, he's the guy they were getting touches to. No Darren Waller. I could absolutely see him getting a couple plays around the red zone or in the red zone to get a touchdown. So
Sure.
I like him as well as an anytime touchdown guy in this game.
I love the Malik Washington shout. Just speed. He's a classic Dolphins receiver.
Flies.
Just speedster.
Flies.
Yeah, just I like it a lot. He scored. Was it week 1 or he definitely scored this year? I'm pretty sure already.
You can check.
I think he scored a touchdown.
Well, he had the punt return touchdown against the Patriots last weekend.
That's right. I knew he scored. I knew he scored.
So that's a kick returner. That's also in play too. Who knows how many punts that Buffalo's going to have in this game? But you can also get that potential because he is explosive when he gets the ball.
I like that shot a lot. 5-1 is a good number on that.
Yeah,
Especially Waddle's banged up.
Yeah. All right, Mutt, anything else to leave us with?
I'm going to try to keep it going. I was the most nervous I'd ever been last Thursday when Dave made that bet on the Packers. I trying to run it back this week. I'd love to come back and say I'm 2-0. We'll see if the Dolphins get the points, but they're going to have to score points because the Buffalo is going to score tonight. That's for sure.
Yeah. Are you going to be in Saco on Saturday?
I am not. Actually, shout out DK Horse. I'll be in Philadelphia for their at Parks for their couple big race days, and DK Horse has an awesome promo for the Pennsylvania Derby on Saturday. So I'm going to be like, if you ever see I don't know how much racing you watch, Clemmer, but when you see the guy in the paddock who makes the picks every race, I'm that guy for 2 days at Parks. They let me go on the microphone, make picks every race, be in the paddock. So I'll be there Friday and Saturday for their big race days in Philadelphia.
There you go. All right. Rico likes horse. Rico
Rico's
the horse game a little bit.
I like the big events for horses.
Yeah.
Like on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I'm not going to pretend I know. I go by names and colors and stuff. It's interesting to see guys who know
Rico was firing at Travers.
Yeah, know how to break it down. But yeah, you could check out Sanson Street too that night too.
That's the Barstool Bar there in Philly. Barstool Bar in Philly.
All right, excellent. I'm looking for stuff to do Saturday night. Perfect.
Yep.
It's right downtown. It's a good bar.
All right, we'll see you next week. Hopefully 2-0.
Thanks, Mutt.
All right, good luck, boys.
Later, Mutt.
Easy.
I respect a contrarian.
Yeah.
No,
I don't
mapped
know,
it out.
I don't know if I have the stomach for this one. I
don't.
I swore off the Dolphins at week 1.
Yeah.
That defense is truly just that bad, and that's why I'm gonna go the way
I do see the angle because I was even going back and seeing like last year, for example, they played November. It was like a 30 to 24 game or a 30-27, something like that. Like and it is like NFL. I was gonna say I was glad he said the stat because I knew there's a great 0-2 stat. Like teams that are because I do think there is something to not even just do the cliche, but in the NFL, it's really in such like a physical game. There's like a hungry dogs run faster thing. Like, if you're ever going to get an effort out of the Dolphins this year, like, it's tonight.
I just don't think you're going to get that effort. I think they just quit on Mike McDaniel.
They might. They definitely
No,
might.
I see it happening too.
And like, yeah,
It just scares me because that's literally, like Rico said, that's literally what every single person thinks.
Yep.
Like,
But it doesn't mean
everyone's
it's
going to
wrong.
be on it. It doesn't mean it can't happen,
Sometimes
obviously.
it's not wrong.
12 and a half is so much.
It's just a lot, like you said, and
it's a
they
lot.
could be losing by 20 like the whole game and then just backdoor.
That's what I mean. And it's like,
That's why, like, even that as lopsided as that Raiders game appeared, like they were with
That's
on
what I was
Monday
saying.
night,
With
like
7 minutes left. They
literally,
were down
there was
2
no
scores.
reason that the Raiders should have covered that game.
that was an 11-point difference.
Right,
That wouldn't have covered this game.
right.
You know?
So, do you see any scenario where Mike McDaniel is the head coach going to week 4?
I actually think
close.
it's highly likely.
Think he'll stay?
I actually think it'd be more, unless they lose like 50-0.
Really?
I think he stays. Yeah.
I think this is just a blowout, a bludgeoning. Like the
the
picture
more-
Nicky Smokes
the
tweeted
more
yesterday
me-
is
Why do
real.
you think?
That he's gonna stay.
Yeah, 'cause,
well,
like,
there was a quote. Greer, one of the guys said like that he like it's not playoffs or bust. Like
I've never seen a GM live.
no. But we're talking playoffs or bust. That's a big
Yeah.
difference than fire him. I'm not saying he's gonna get fired at the end of the year, but you're saying he's gonna get fired tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Greer-
It just feels like a spot because you have 10 days off between your next game.
3 times Greer has fired a coach midseason. Just putting that out there.
No, trust me, it's definitely possible. I just think this week would be like I think they'd have to lose by a lot.
Hasn't done it since 2015.
I think they would have to. The Dolphins would have to do what Meek's saying. Like they would have to just roll over. It's like 31-0 at halftime.
Right.
It's like a 40. It's like a 48 like 7 final. Like I think that gets him canned. I think if they cover the spread, he's not getting fired.
This
If
is a
it's even
defense that
remotely
literally-
competitive.
They didn't force a punt until the third quarter of last game
Against New England.
against the Pats. And Josh Allen's not
stink.
Drake May.
No,
Drake
no,
May's good, but
no,
Josh
no. The
Allen's
more
Josh
likely
Allen.
this game being close, the more likely scenario is it's like 35 to like 24.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be the more likely, not than over like it's like 17-10.
Yeah.
Like if this game's close, it's because the Dolphins scored points.
100%.
That's what I think.
100%.
That's why I'm kind of I'm talking myself into the over.
Yeah,
It's almost like trying to be like cheeky of playing the Dolphins without playing the Dolphins.
Right.
And then maybe it's like 40. Maybe it's like
you're literally
48-14.
You're
or
in my
something.
brain. That is literally my brain.
I might play the over. I'm getting close.
I just worry it's gonna be like 35-7. And you're like,
I am.
fuck.
That's where I'm like. I just don't like this. Like
They
I'm.
pull Josh Allen in the whole fourth quarter. They don't really get point. You know what I mean?
I'd rather
That scenario?
lose. I'd rather lose on the over than I would rather lose betting Miami. That's
I agree
kind of
with
where-
That's what that. Well, that's. I think that's.
Miami
That's
is
my
way more
fears.
frustrating than.
If you bet Miami and they're down 21-0 in the first
Bills
quarter,
just
you're
beat
like,
them.
oh
If the
my
Bills just
God.
beat them to a pulp, then you know what? Like, all right, that was the likely scenario and it just happened. But if I don't want to be on Miami and lose.
3 hours rooting for Tua. I did it
Oh.
last week. It was awful.
I did bet an incredibly like chalky play this morning where I just parlayed Bills money line with Cook touchdown just to lower the juice on Cook's touchdown.
Did you get that?
I threw it was like minus like 130, 140. I threw that boost on it, so it was like plus like 110 or something like that. But like obviously it's crazy chalky, but it's more like
Cook's been scoring.
I would be shocked if they lost. He scored a touchdown in 8 of his last 9 games.
I really like.
I think they're gonna be able to do whatever they want. It's essentially, does he get a carry or 2 inside the 5?
Right.
He's gonna score. Like
I really like Palmer. Second in yards, or
I like the
third in
You
reception.
got close to a touchdown.
or the other way around. What?
You got close
Yeah,
to a
he-
touchdown. I think you got caught tackled the wide.
I like the
He's
Kincaid.
second in yards, second in receptions, or third in yards, second in receptions.
very good.
One of the other two. He's up there in terms of where he's at.
I was thinking Coleman too, but I think he talked me into Kincaid.
I just jumped on Kincaid. I'm riding with him.
I like because 3 if it was 2 like plus 253 to plus 300 something like that.
Meek, I know Mutt was on the road, so it
I
wasn't
nailed Coleman
possible.
in their other primetime game. We did
Scored the first one,
Yeah,
right? He scored
yeah.
against
Yeah.
Baltimore.
I know it wasn't possible this week, but maybe next week if we could see Mutt, it'd be great.
Yeah, of course.
But I know he's traveling this week, so it wasn't
Yeah.
possible.
All right, let me again tell you about Hey Dude. This week's episode is brought to you by Hey Dude. What better way to kick off football season with the official shoe of tailgating? Hey Dude is the only option when you're planning your game day fit. Easy to slip on, laid back style, and all day comfort. They hooked us up with a bunch of new pairs, and we'll be wearing them all weekend long. Hey Dude is offering a special offer to get you ready for the season. Whether you're in the parking lot before the game or locked into Red Zone from the couch, make sure you're ready for football season with Hey Dude. For a limited time, go to heydude.com/Barstool and use code PICS20 to get 20% off the Hey Dude Barstool collection. That's code PICS20 to grab 20% off all our favorite styles. Order yours today and experience comfort all season long. There are some big ones. I got a big picture NFL thing that we could do at the end. We're going to do the cards, obviously, tomorrow. But we touched on it yesterday with Marty. I kind of want to run this by people pretty quick and then dive into Ev's calling the college slate this week sneaky good.
I think sneaky is. I'm calling it sneaky week.
A lot of good. There was still some really, really good games. Obviously, headline big new kickoff: Texas Tech, Utah, Auburn, Oklahoma, Michigan, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana. That's a good basis.
Oh yeah.
And then I think there's some sneaky, like for example, like Baylor, Arizona State is a huge one.
Can I sneak one in there? Tulane, Ole Miss.
That's the other Tulane, Ole Miss, like massive game. Like Tulane's. So I mean, some are all like we were talking about this earlier. This is like some are all. He's very good chance he has an SEC job.
He's kind of the man.
He is the man.
Like he's just
like I think they're gonna. I bet Tulane. Like I bet Tulane in the over already. I think they're gonna score points.
11.
So I took it early. I took 11.5. It went up to 13.5. I took it again.
That's where it is now.
I like that.
13.5.
Doesn't Ole Miss have a QB situation going on?
So the Chambliss kid I think is good. Like he played against Arkansas and played very well.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's a skyrockets points game.
That's another one. I love the over in Arkansas Memphis, and I took Memphis.
Tulane Ole Miss over is 61.5.
Yeah, I took that. Both overs.
If you watch Tulane, it's like they just throw the ball down the field. They go, and Ole Miss.
And you watch Ole Miss, if Ole Miss has like the right dance partner, like they play the same.
Yeah.
Like you saw against Arkansas, it was like 62.5. It flew over. The final was like 41.
Oh, that was a joke. Yeah, on
3:30 ESPN game. That's all right. I'm fixated on that game.
On Pick'em, I suggested those old Dave used to do it, where he would give a 3-leg money line parlay. Kelly used to do it 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Dan suggested Memphis. No,
I bet Memphis with the points.
Dave suggested Memphis. I think Dan put Arizona State.
I don't mind
Arizona State a very small dog.
Yeah, like 2.
Arizona State.
They're at Baylor.
And I hold your nose. I like Tulsa tomorrow night potentially. Out.
I was looking at them this morning with
in-state
the
rivalry. Oklahoma State that bad.
They're catching 14. Bosco. I was looking at them literally on the way here. I was debating.
It's 11.5 right now.
Did it go down? It was
down.
It was like 14 earlier.
By the way, Oak State is that bad.
They're terrible.
Yeah, it's a shame because I love Gundy. It was really a shame. Like nothing against Baylor. I really have no opinion on Baylor one way or the other. But when that game, that Big 12 game, came down to the fucking inches for Oklahoma State, you're like, man, this would have been a crowning achievement for a guy who was like bookmarked to have 8 or 9 wins a year.
This is gonna be his last year, I think.
You know, I
think he gets canned after that. Or, you know what I mean? They're gonna be like, hey, like
and again, like
we gotta go a new direction.
Listen, the sun will set tomorrow if Mike Gundy gets fired.
Oh no, he's one of those.
If you love college football, he was a great, and I loved his teams and so many wide receivers and like old quarterbacks. Feels like if I had to guess, I'm gonna say 03.
I was gonna say like 20.
05.
05. Okay.
Technically 01, but he was the OC.
Got it. Yeah. All right. So that's that.
He's Mr. Oklahoma State. He's a legend.
For sure. They're that bad though. They didn't cover. I was on UT Martin week 1. They didn't cover that game.
I was on them too. I think.
And obviously Oregon just annihilated them last week. They're not good.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. Entering the season, I got this from a guy on Twitter. I sent it to Phil. Phil, if you want to pull it up. Who's just a fan of Barstool. He calls it the college football tracker, his title tracker. Entering the season, teams with a sub 500 record in 2024 were ineligible. So that makes Utah ineligible for this season to win a national title. And Texas Tech, to Marty's point last year.
Oh, this is your cliffhanger.
Yes.
Right.
Can't lose to a group of 5 or lower school, meaning FCS. So Notre Dame knocked on the door and potentially broke that last year, obviously losing to Northern Illinois.
Did it in the same season.
Right? And teams can't have 3 losses in a season. Now, that probably could get debunked.
Because the field expands.
Yeah, Rico, you want me to pull this guy up? Rider Analytics?
Yeah, Phil.
You said he was a fan. I mean, you're not kidding. Rider Analytics.
Don't pull it up. Don't worry about it. Pull it up.
It's right there. I mean, it's great analytics.
I wanted to see more because these things kind of seem like very big picture, like obvious.
You're such a piece of shit, Meek.
Well, you told me to pull it up. And
I know.
This is
We
the guy's name.
didn't need the commentary.
In terms
though.
of the three.
We didn't need the commentary. He's trying to make a point.
Shout out Ryder Analytics.
So there's still, to his count, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's got like 39. Now I've crossed off.
Because no, I didn't want because the first three seemed pretty like would be like like no shit the team didn't go 500 and won a national title next year. No shit they didn't lose to like a G5. If there's more, I'm open to hearing the.
Now,
those
here's the one
Those
thing.
are the three where
The first
he's
three,
at.
but respectfully, they're just kind of like.
I got you.
like no duh.
Can I provide a counter though?
The
cross
three
off a
losses is the only
team,
one.
yeah.
It's like a little different, but
The one counter to that caveat where you were below 500 the year before, NIL is going to allow you to change
1,000%.
Yeah.
NIL is going to allow you to bring in 70 new kids and 70 the 70 bad ones are ones who are, they're going to go somewhere else. So like you're going to be able to transform teams much quicker than you were in the past. Now, normal recruiting, you had a bad team last year. It's not going to change overnight, but it can change in NIL. That's the one thing where I wouldn't necessarily cross off Utah because I don't know. They're like a Texas Tech team, right?
I think Utah's good.
Yeah, Utah's good, but Texas Tech also
Utah's
roster like $20 million or something like that.
Ton of money.
That's what made me bring it up, is that Utah looks really, really good, can go get another showcase win or marquee win this weekend. But based on the way it's done, they've never done it. So that's all. It's like it does cross them off. But yeah, I think we're setting ourselves up for an open year. You got a lot of teams still in the mix. And I don't know if we have a true superpower team yet. Now, Ohio State could turn into that for sure.
No team I would say has looked
Nobody.
like
Honestly,
honestly,
it's very early.
People wanted
Very
Texas
early.
to be that, but they're not that.
They're not for sure.
They're good,
at all.
but they're not that team.
Arch is just like bad.
It's not-
It's actually stunning how bad he is.
Is this week the Florida game or is it next week?
No, next week.
Next week. That's a big test for him.
No, he has looked bad. Like just bad. Period. Against UTEP, he looked bad.
The reason he's
UTSA
going to
looked
stay
bad.
another year.
Yeah, I mean
Gonna need it.
Like me and Brandon we were at college, but we had so obviously it was in Dallas. Like the Texas UTEP game was on like multiple TVs.
Right.
And me and Brandon maybe had like 5 or 6 moments where we just like looked at each other and we're like, "Are you seeing this?
Really?
Like he's fucking awful. Like it's not even like he's like getting. He has happy feet. He's so inaccurate.
He had a bad pick against San Jose State.
No, he had a
in
bad
that
pick
game.
in this game.
I know.
He threw a pick in the end zone. It was one of the worst throws I've ever seen.
That's where he
like,
does
threw
it.
it. In, like,
He
threw it
does-
straight to a linebacker in like triple coverage.
Takes a lot of chances towards the end zone and throws those picks.
No, he's lucky these 2 games that they weren't playing like they were playing someone like bad, like they're playing UTEP and UTSA. Like they would have. I mean, they were like hanging around early because he just couldn't do anything, and then finally they just broke through.
Something weird with him. He's not using his legs. I thought legs are part of his.
Well,
game.
they keep saying the shoulder thing because there's been a few moments where he's like winced and stuff. They're like adamant that it's not. I feel like it's definitely gonna be one of those things where he plays through the year. They deny it all year, and then the second the season ends, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, like he was dealing with the shoulder all year. Like everyone knew it.
like Volpe.
But I just don't know. He just looks bad, like in every facet. Like there's nothing really to. He's made a couple good throws in like 3 games.
I do think the team that can emerge to that superpower pretty quick. It's not being a homer. It's not because I hate who they're playing. But if you talk about best wins in terms of like where it's going to be ranked, obviously Ohio State still hold Texas. Oregon going to Happy Valley.
They look sharp. They've looked incredibly sharp.
Lot of fucking weight if they beat them, and if they beat them by like 10.
I was also going to
No
throw
worries.
another team in Miami.
No, Miami's looked awesome.
Miami's wins have been dynamite.
Miami looks
Yeah,
great.
I think the ACC is.
But let's see these.
But who they've played, like
you're
they
right.
just
No, for sure.
Like they beat
and like
Notre
the
Dame.
way they've won, like physical, fucking
different.
dominant,
Yeah, it's different.
in the trenches football. Next 2 weeks, I know Florida. Lagway just threw a billion.
Florida's still a
picks
good
in it.
team, though.
But you know
They're
what?
still
Like,
good,
that and then FSU,
good defense.
and then at FSU. After that FSU game, if they're still looking this way and they're 5-0, like that's number one conversation.
No, I've been saying it I said that same thing like all week, that if they basically just win these next 2 games, I'd be shocked if they didn't just run the table, at least until the ACC title.
Oh yeah, I'm talking number one in the country. Yeah, run
No,
the table definitely on the table.
You know, because especially the Florida
The
State
schedule is nothing.
the Florida State game's on the road. So if they go to Florida State and win after beating Florida, yeah, they're probably going to be number 1 or 2 the rest of the way.
I think Florida State hangs 100 this weekend.
What's the biggest game of the week this week?
Well, there's a bunch. I'm going to run through it, Ev.
It's probably up for
Texas,
debate.
because he's off tomorrow, obviously. Traveling. Texas Tech, Utah. Utah -3. Which way you playing it?
Utah. I really like Utah.
And I was thinking is that the biggest? Is that like?
I'd say that one. I would say that one, or honestly, like Illinois, Indiana is huge.
How about Auburn, Oklahoma?
Really big as well.
All right.
on the-
So those are the three
Those
big
are the three I would say.
big ones? Okay.
4 really
Drama-
carrying the card.
The drama of that
Texas
game
Tech,
also is
Utah.
Auburn's quarterback was Oklahoma's quarterback.
Oh
It's
wow.
a revenge game
Okay.
for Jackson
Ooh,
Arnold.
Spicy.
Yep.
And also just two like really good teams. It's one of those where I think both their coaches were like hot seat guys coming into the year. Like Oklahoma got the big win over Michigan. Auburn they got a big win over Baylor, but not like as big. Like the winner of this game is like in just a huge spot going forward for the SEC. Also, I think the winner of this game kind of, I don't want to say takes a sigh of relief, but it's like, all right, like we're like, it's just a huge win to kind of like put just notch in your belt earlier in the season. I kind of like Auburn with the points. I bet Auburn +7. I think they can keep it close. I think the defenses are pretty good. I think they're going to obviously try to make Jackson Arnold win with his arm, but I think that's kind of like what everyone's trying to do. But yeah, I think they can keep it close.
I'm looking at this board though. I
love
buying
Hugh
into
Freeze
the
as a dog, too.
sneakiness. I'm buying into. I'm excited for this board.
Because that's what you look at it on paper, and it's like, oh, there's not that like last week.
Ranked superpower.
Last week you had like Georgia, Tennessee, and like A&M, Notre Dame. And,
Oh,
like, but there's a bunch of insane games.
Michigan, Nebraska.
I kind of like Nebraska with the points. It's not like even like an anti-Michigan thing. I think it's a coin flip game. I've said all year that I said like when we did our like Big Ten preview, we picked like an underrated game of the season. This was my underrated game for the entire Big Ten because I think the winner of this game like propels forward as like a real contender in the conference and like a real playoff threat, especially if it's Nebraska because they haven't lost. Like I think if Nebraska wins this game, very very good chance they make the playoff because they got a very light schedule in the Big Ten. It's this game and Penn State.
They're not even ranked right now.
It's this. If they win this game, they will be ranked.
Wow. All right.
And
They're in the mix. That's what can happen in the Big Ten with these 18 teams in the conference? 16?
Yeah, 16.
16 in the conference. You can go get, like, that was what Indiana did, I think, either last year or 2 years ago.
They smashed Nebraska.
They literally played the bottom, the way the power poll worked out, they played the bottom up. They played the second half.
Yeah.
They got lucky. In Nebraska,
anybody.
They play this. They have this game against Michigan at home, and then they play Penn State. And they could lose to Penn State, no problem, and get in the playoff. They're 11-1.
Okay.
Even 10-2. I think it depends who they lost to and how it looked. But 10-2, they'd still definitely be live.
That's why it's great.
No, this is if they win this game,
Oregon is a super favorable schedule. They obviously got State Penn. They play Iowa, who's we'll still figure it out. And
they play tomorrow night at
Indiana,
Rutgers.
who will figure it out. So we'll see what happens.
2 seconds.
But the Indiana Illinois is also
that's the last
massive for the conference.
I like the under.
That's a massive Big
really
Ten game for the conference.
I like the under.
And also crazy, like you want to talk about just like spreads, whatever. I mean, it's Illinois is ranked like 8th or 9th right now, and Indiana's like 15 or like 16, 17, 18, something like that, 19, and they're 6-point favorites at home. That just screams Indiana line. It's how like I could easily see Illinois keeping it close, but that line just like a gambler. Like you look at that and you're like, oh my god, like they're ranked, they're 10 spots lower. They're a touchdown favorite, and the line's gone up. It was 4.5 earlier in the week. It's up to 6. I don't know. I think Indiana wins.
It's gonna be a good one.
I don't think it's gonna be a blowout in the same way the Nebraska game was last year, but it's giving me those kind of vibes where like people didn't fully buy in Indiana, and then it was like a 6-7 point line like this, and they beat Nebraska by like 100. I don't think they beat Illinois by 100, but I could easily see it being this spot where people aren't sure about them. A lot of people on Illinois in the points, and then Indiana just kind of wins like handily.
We'll end on this before we go to picks. 0-2 teams to make the playoffs if you were taking stock in that or you were rolling the dice. It's very limited. I think we're all crossing off the Browns, the Saints.
There's only 2 teams.
The Titans, the Panthers, the Jets, the Giants.
We're crossing off the Giants?
And the Dolphins. It's a matter of do you think the Bears can turn it around?
No.
You think the Texans can turn it around? Or you think the Chiefs can turn it around? Yeah. Floor is yours in terms of which one you're going. And then I have a counterpoint off of that in terms of teams 2-0 to maybe sell.
Texans and Chiefs are the only ones that I think are capable.
Without a
I think
it narrows it down. But all right, so off of that, obviously we're not going to spend time on the Saints. But why? Why the Chiefs? I've been talking about how hard that schedule is, and why the Texans.
The guy's coming back.
Yeah, the receivers coming back. The defense is still very good.
They're aggressive enough to trade too if it comes down to that.
They've also played they played 2 playoff teams in their first 2 games, same as the Texans.
Defense still looks pretty good.
Yeah, they held the Eagles to 20 points. I mean, that was definitely good, and there was good performance.
They were in position to win that game if Kelsey catches that ball.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, they're
getting Worthy back. I don't know if that's confirmed this week or not, but Rice after week 6, like the offense. Who's their deep threat right now? Thornton.
Yeah.
Not to take away,
Jerry?
from what?
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry. Yep.
It's tough.
And he did hit him on one, but you have to call how you see. Like,
schedules
don't have many weapons.
They've gotten a really tough break. I mean, you start with 2, really good teams. That's the problem. I mean, they're going to be really good this year.
It's the 2 teams that I think are 0-2 against 2 other playoff teams. Like I think they both.
Yep.
And I if I was taking stock in one, obviously I believe in the Chiefs to make the playoffs more than the Texans.
All right, so why the Texans?
Well, I have a stat. Did you know the New York Giants are the only team the Chiefs have not beaten on the road in their history?
Yeah.
History of the
That's going to
NFL.
change this weekend,
Yikes.
obviously. But that's a stat. It's a legit stat.
Well, they play once every 4 years, so it's
Yeah.
way more limited. So if you look at
Yeah.
But
how that goes.
they've never went into MetLife and beaten the New York Giants. They never went to Meadowlands and beat the New York Giants. They never went to Shea Stadium and beat the New York Giants.
Has Mahomes lost a game against the Giants at home? Like, is Mahomes part of this?
Oh, he's beaten us before.
Yeah, no, we've played.
What I'm saying, have you beaten him?
No.
No.
This goes back to like
Alex Smith.
Okay, so this is
before like Joe Montana, even before that. Like,
No,
you know,
so this is something I'd like to call a very stupid stat.
Oh, so
It is a stat, though.
meaningless stat. It's
Not meaningless. It's a trend.
Meaningless.
meaningless for
Mahomes is
this,
not
for
part
this
of
show.
Well, no,
So
no,
we're trying
no.
to.
All right, hold on. I don't take his side for dick.
Yes.
I'm not gonna say it's a stat. I think it's an interesting factoid.
Yeah.
The fact that the Chiefs,
Sure.
in the history of NFL, 2 teams that aren't expansion teams,
Yes.
have never beaten them on the road.
I agree. That's interesting.
Actually, 2 of the,
Interesting
two of the
factor.
earlier
It's
teams.
When
also
Mahomes is
meaningless
not
for
part
this
of
show.
it, yeah.
1000%.
We're trying to.
That's a different conversation.
It's a meaningless stat for this show.
I do think that's interesting. The Chiefs have never gone on the road and beat the Giants.
Interesting factoid.
Been around forever. That's
Factoid.
If it continues after Sunday, it will be very interesting.
Very interesting.
That's
The
something
Chiefs are 4-11 versus the Giants all time.
But like I said, this goes
Only
back
four
to
in
In 2021,
I mean, we've played twice since 2013.
I was saying 2021.
That's how it
most
works.
recent
Yeah,
win.
that's how it works. All right, 2-0 to miss the playoffs. Bills, I would say no. Bengals obviously jump out.
Yeah, sure.
They're scheduled to.
I think they might be playing. They might be playing a little bait and switch. I could see Burrow lining up Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah.
Might be playing a
Wow,
little
all
bait
right.
and switch. They don't prep for him. He comes out and wows them. Colts, if you do think they're overachieving, which will upset Marty, but like Colts, if you do think they're overachieving, that's probably one.
Remember last year the Saints were 2-0.
Yep.
They were.
But this Colts team is better than that.
Colts jump out. Chargers, I think are pretty legit.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
would
good.
say no. Eagles, I don't think are missing the playoffs. Packers, I don't think are missing the playoffs. If you think the NFC South is still like wacky in terms of Atlanta kind of hanging around,
I just think
and
Tampa's
they only
good.
get to 9. I do think Tampa's good, so I'm not saying no on that. And then it really comes down to these 2 are probably the most interesting for me,
Definitely.
or 3, I should say. Arizona, San Fran, and the Rams.
Arizona gives me the New Orleans vibes that Hubs was just talking about.
See, I wouldn't be shocked if they missed the playoffs. But I would
Huge
say
game this
they're
weekend.
Not nearly as bad as that Saints.
I like them plus the
No,
points.
that's fair.
They
That-
could
that's-
go
that's
steal.
fair.
The NFC is not massively deep. They go steal one from the 49ers here. You need like what, 9 to 10 to
don't
definitely be in that mix. If you start out with 3, it's not that bad.
I think the nine.
The Cards, like I'm kind of rooting for the Cardinals to be a pesky team this year.
I am too.
Be a fun new playoff team.
I think the Niners are going to be fine. Like I think they're going to.
Purdy's supposedly
They're going to
coming-
weather the Purdy
Purdy
storm.
might play this week, right?
I don't think so.
They
I don't think he's gonna
said
play.
they're
I
not,
also don't think the Niners
said
are
it's
fine.
on the
I
table.
don't think it matters. I think they win regardless.
McCaffrey's not the same McCaffrey. He's just not.
No.
And I think that's a real problem.
Also,
I mean, he's put up pretty good numbers in I know the first game he had a big
what's
game.
the Ayuk plan? Is there a plan?
I don't know.
I think it's like 6 or so weeks. I think into the season.
I don't buy the Cardinals at all.
Yeah,
And also, the way that they nearly blew that game to Carolina, like red flag city. I don't trust Kyler at all. That's really what comes.
I don't love their upside as well, but every year there's kind of like Washington comes out of nowhere last year, and like NFL fans, as long as you're not a division rival, which we obviously are, you could see people getting behind. Hey, you know what? It's nice to see Washington in. Like Daniel's good quarterback, kind of like watching that team. Just in general. I think Arizona's that fun kind of story, so to speak.
By the way,
Potentially.
bring it back to McCaffrey. He's averaging 3.5 yards a carry. He's not good right now.
But I mean, he's been in the passing game. I'd say he's put up pretty big numbers.
Yeah, he's had like 6.
The first game he had like 150 yards total.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 52 yards receiving game 1, game 2, 73.
Yeah, that's pretty impactful.
Pretty good.
It is. The rushing element is what scares me with it.
Yeah. The Bengals for sure are a target there, obviously because of Browning, but also the schedule isn't good at all for them.
Yeah, I mean, they're the obvious. Is just the quarterback situation.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. Who is more likely to make the playoffs, the Bengals or the Cardinals? I think the Bengals.
AFC's tougher.
I don't know if it is that.
I'm gonna say we went over it yesterday. The wild card in the AFC is honestly like really not great.
It's not. AFC has dropped off in my mind.
I will say, yeah, you do have one more versus Cleveland, 2 more versus Pittsburgh, so that does help.
I don't think Pittsburgh's that bad. Do you think Pittsburgh's that bad?
Actually, you are right. I mean, that's like an 8-win team, 9-win team.
Yeah, I think they're like an average.
Yeah, that's what they.
Cleveland, I guess, yeah, one more.
Cleveland, yeah, all right, I'll give you
Most
that.
likely the East and South are just one-team divisions, but the West might be all of them.
West there could be 3 for sure.
Could be 4. Good? Probably not. It's not really likely, but
The AFC West, 4. The Raiders. The Raiders got that. I mean, that was embarrassing.
they did. But in week 1, they
It's one game.
look better. It's one game.
Who do the Raiders have this week?
The
Commanders.
Commanders versus Marcus Mariota starting.
Fascinating game.
Oh, is that official? Mariota
I can
starting?
double check. I'm pretty sure.
They said pretty it wasn't looking great for him to play this week.
What do you think about that? Oh, I guess we'll talk about tomorrow.
But I think it's really just one game. I think UV sets it's like just one game probably.
I just meant for this week. What do we think of it? So the Commanders favored by 3.5.
Yeah, they're preparing mentally on Thursday that he's gonna miss. Like Marcus Mariota's taking a rep.
Raiders got to take advantage of that. Oh
Raiders
man,
are still 3.5-point favorites with Mariota.
Correct.
Which is basically
In Washington.
It's an indictment
And
on the Raiders.
we're going
It's
west.
also tough because the Raiders stock
east.
will never be lower than it is coming off
Yeah,
the
but you're
worst
not.
On national
football ever on
TV.
prime time. Yeah,
Raiders look
when you-
bad. You're never as bad as you say you are.
Well, no,
That's what I'm saying.
Some teams are really.
Their stock will never be
For the most
lower.
part, you see.
I don't think the Raiders are as bad as the stock is right now.
I kind of like the Raiders.
I mean, Gino's been a good quarterback for 3-4 years.
That was the worst game he's ever played in his
He was horrific.
probably his
Anyone's
football
ever
career.
There's no way he's that bad, right?
I mean, he's not.
No way.
He was a lot better the week before.
I have some relevant NFL news to share.
relevant.
All right, Meek.
Andrew Thomas could play on Sunday. I
right.
think that's
God.
relevant NFL news.
I don't think it's that relevant, Meek.
How is that not
No,
relevant?
that's relevant.
I'm kind of being an asshole,
Giants
but
are a
like
touchdown better when Andrew Thomas is on the field.
They score
I-
a touchdown more when he
relevant
plays.
news.
That's a lot.
I'm being
We're
I'm
just
being an
on the
asshole.
Giants,
I'm
Chiefs.
being an asshole. Being an asshole.
Any way to pull up Pete Carroll's record off a loss too, Phil? Especially
You like the
against
Giants this
spread?
week, Meek, against the
Especially
Chiefs?
against the spread.
I'm not taking that game at all. I will say I think we probably covered because the Chiefs don't
Mahomes
blow anyone out.
Holmes touchdown. Gave it out on house calls.
Mahomes
Yeah.
rushing yards. Mahomes
Dive into
rush
the
attempts,
numbers.
all those.
Definitely makes sense. I
Give
like
me
Mahomes' touchdown.
everything the Chiefs are. I got it at 5.5, but that's one of my 5 picks of the week this week. We'll talk about it more tomorrow, but I'm all in the Chiefs. Chiefs are gonna wallop the Giants.
I don't know.
One last one.
That's another one. That's what everyone thinks.
Oh, I just want to say, did you
Yes,
see,
everyone thinks because it's probably gonna
I
happen.
got written down.
Did you see
But
that
why isn't the
Colin
line?
Cowherd take
Why isn't the
yesterday?
line more?
No, what's
Colin
this thing?
Cowherd said
People like you, New York Giants
Why
fans.
isn't 7?
Oh, that New York
Should
money.
be a 7-point.
why
I
is it-
know
why
it's
is
great.
it- Why is it going
You're
down?
asking the wrong guy. It went up. I got it at 5.5. Now it's at 6.
Is that 6 now?
Probably closes
It was
at
6.
7.
It was 6.
I think that
earlier.
closes at 7. Maybe even
It was 6.5 earlier in the week. It went up and down a little
Colin
bit.
Cowherd said if you count college and NFL, Jim Harbaugh is the best coach in NFL history. I think you just leave Pete Carroll out of
Pete
Cleveland.
Carroll's clearly better. Yeah, I mean,
Like Pete Carroll won.
he won championships at both.
Do they
levels.
have to be? So you have to do. So Bill
You're
Belichick.
counting both. Like, Belichick's
Technically.
done.
Hold on. He said John Harbaugh?
Jim.
Harbaugh.
Because he's also not attached to any player. Like Belichick without Brady, awful. We know that.
True.
Nick Saban stunk in the NFL. Or Myers stunk in the NFL.
But Jim
Jim
hasn't-
Harbaugh's had success.
He's
in
had success
both.
everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
But he hasn't won anything in the NFL. Success, but
He's
hasn't.
got close. Yeah, he got
Gotten
an
close.
NFC championship.
No losing seasons in the NFL, I believe.
They're always in it.
I still think Pete Carroll should be the answer.
Because he's won
He
both.
succeeded at an elite level in both places.
That was really if you
Like, he went to multiple championships.
I don't think this is an answer, but Barry Switzer, didn't he do well in college? He won, but he wasn't a good
He
coach.
did. He doesn't get as much.
I have major issue with Barry Switzer.
Oh
Jimmy
wait,
Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson.
To that point, Jimmy Johnson's up there for
Jimmy
sure.
Johnson to me is one of the greatest minds, if not the greatest mind I've ever seen.
No, Jimmy Johnson too. It's just tough because he coached It's so wild when you think about it. He didn't coach that long either place.
No.
He did coach Miami for a few years.
So if you're
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't that long. Like, he only was at Miami for like a little bit.
4 years.
Then he was only at the Cowboys for
I'm sorry.
4 or
When I
5.
say Miami, I mean the Dolphins.
so if you're-
the Dolphins.
If you're counting college
me.
and NFL, it would go like Carroll, Jimmy, then
Jeff Saturday.
Harbaugh, I guess. Like, was Harbaugh top 3?
Yeah.
I think we're leaving guys out. Like,
Probably.
does
But there's some-
Lombardi have like a college history? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know college sports.
But to me, it's like you had to really win at both. I don't think you can do a Belichick where you like.
Right, that's what I was going to say.
You
You
had
have
a
to
ham
clarify
sandwich in
that it's
college.
successful.
You just were
It's
an elite
not just
NFL
guys who coached in both, because then it's Belichick. Like,
Yeah, Lou Holtz coached in the NFL, but he
he
stunk.
did. He was a disaster.
That's what I
yeah.
said. Nick Saban stunk in the NFL.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah. So that's where it's who's had the most success in both. Yeah, it's an interesting question.
Yeah, Pete
if
Carroll and
Pete
Jimmy
Carroll-
Johnson are there too.
Obviously, you want to go to the NFL, but if Pete Carroll could have seen the way, if the NIL was it's a long time. Like, he's on a tail end. But if,
Oh, but he wouldn't regret going to winning a Super Bowl though.
It went perfectly. He dominated USC,
Yeah,
went straight to
yeah.
Seahawks.
Gone
and
any
dominated-
better.
I know.
I mean, he was one bad play call from winning 2 Super Bowls.
I'm talking about just being a college lifer and what he may have done to how many would he might have won.
They were about to get hit with sanctions.
Yeah, he
Literally, he left.
He ran out of town.
He ran out of town because the Reggie Bush thing happened,
I
and
know,
everything
I
was
know.
collapsing, and he left.
Things break right. I'm just saying, if things go the right way and he stays at USC, like, where's he at in terms of how powerful USC could have been? That's all. And the expanded playoff and how many more they would have. Pete Carroll also, you could look that up.
But it was so much longer after he left, though.
1,000%. 1,000%.
Like, even the 14.
He probably would have kept winning, but wouldn't you rather?
Yes.
Eventually, he would have
You'd rather
after the
go to
sanctions. He would have
Super
kept.
Bowl.
Would
Yes,
you
that's all.
like?
He
He went to 2 Super Bowls, won one. Like, what's better than that?
Without a doubt, he did the
for
right
him.
thing. And for sure, for whatever. But in terms of fun college lifers, would have been nice to see Pete Carroll and USC just be a staple for a long period of time, knowing what we know. That's
Yeah.
all. As long as things go the right way. There's a million things and X factors in that conversation.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it would have been nice to watch him go. Like, that's why it's so much better to, again, being a college basketball diehard, like Krzyzewski staying at Duke when he could have gone to the Lakers changes that trajectory.
Dan
It's
Hurley.
better. It's better to me doing that.
Hurley,
Yeah,
Jay Wright.
Hurley too. Yeah. Hurley's still out to be written, but we'll see.
Jay Wright. I feel like
I'll
Jay
be-
Wright.
His wife would
Yeah.
never let him leave.
I stand by that.
Sixers, Nets, Knicks.
That's it.
I
Unless they
think
had
one of those
expansion
3
team
came.
and-
I think he would come.
Knicks, by the way, signed Alex Len. Watch out.
What am I watching out for?
I don't know. He might be behind.
You think the Knicks are going to win it all, don't you?
We're gonna be a very good team.
We'll see about that.
We're a very good professional basketball team.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, picks. Josh Palmer touchdown plus 280 tonight, and which is moving down. When I gave it out on the show on House Call, it was like 320 or 310. Pretty sure. So
So now,
280. Moving in his direction. Bills over 30.5 total points. Clemmer, what do you got?
My baseball pick of the day, I've got 4 in a row. This is going for 5 in a row here. Blue Jays race to 3 runs. Shane Baz has been really bad for the Blue Jays, and Chris Bassett's been good. Baz has been bad for the Rays. Bassett's been good for the Blue Jays. And my pick for football for tonight, let me pull it up here. Excuse me. I have both teams make a field goal, 33 yards or more. It's 105. I love the pick that Rico and Hub's talking about, over 30.5 total team points, minus 120. And I'm riding with my guy, Mutt. Dalton Kincaid, anytime touchdown, plus 280. Let's go, Mutt.
Ev.
Yeah, I said I put it on that Bills money line. James Cook touchdown parlay. I'm on
What
this.
does that end up
It was. I put the boost on. I think it was minus 140 or 130. It was really just to take a little juice off the Cook touchdown.
I don't mind
it's
that.
minus 170 to score.
It was to take some juice.
Combining them, though, that's a
I know.
solid-
I'm saying.
I like that play.
It's,
I was
With the
super
boost,
chalky,
too. That's
but
good.
I'm on Charlotte plus 3. They're playing Rice at home.
do you have a real reason why? I was curious. That's the only game.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
Just, I mean, Rice is super low scoring team. They're decent defensively, but they super slow pace. They both kind of go pretty slow pace. I think they're both kind of just mid teams at home. I think it's a coin flip game.
Okay.
I'll take the points. I'll take the field goal.
You know what me and Hubs were talking about? Growing up, it was later in the season. It wasn't always locked in. But if you pull up the 2005 through 2010, 11 Thursday night schedule, maybe I'm fondly
Go even a little later than that.
remembering it, whatever. If it felt like you got way more ACC on a Thursday night.
Well, no, some of you do.
Tech,
Like last week we did. We had Wake Forest, NC State.
But if you look at the schedule for the whole year, Friday has
That's
become
it.
what Thursday used to
Oh,
be.
no,
it.
definitely.
So like,
definitely.
so then we
felt
came,
like you were getting
we came
those
to the
every
conclusion
week.
together that the NFL, that college kind of just became more aware. Like, why would we go up against the NFL on
Right.
Thursdays? Let's
Yeah.
do Fridays. And then also, Thursday Night Football for the NFL used to be on the NFL Network, so it'd be much harder to find.
Correct.
Very.
Now, Prime, way more out there to it's more accessible. So it's more of a big thing, Thursday Night Football now. So college is like, yeah, let's just dominate Friday.
Wasn't it also like not considered?
It
to
wasn't
be, like,
every week. It wasn't every week. I know.
It wasn't
that.
every week. No, it's true. But also, wasn't it like college doesn't touch Friday because that's high school? That wasn't that a
but
big
now-
thing for a
now
long time?
But now I think
I understand, but like I think that's another reason too that this things have shifted. Because I know when I was
has
growing up,
really-
that's what I always heard.
Friday has really like there's just better games every week on Friday, and there's nothing really.
So you're right about the not every week.
I feel like you would
only
get
half the season.
Yeah, you would get some Thursday night Big 12 game. I could be wrong, but
No, you're not wrong.
now it feels like you're truly getting the smaller conferences.
NFL shifted everything.
There's not any really of that ACC. I think that's the only ACC game on Thursday.
What?
Sure, I could be wrong.
Oh, last week?
Whatever last week.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, they definitely went away. The Fridays definitely. Because Fridays you get some decent games sometimes.
And you used to not get games on Fridays, or not many. I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday's a sneaky good college night.
Friday now, you're usually getting at least one like decent conference game.
Yep.
Like last week, had like Arizona, Kansas State. Like this week, got like Iowa, Rutgers. Mm-hmm. Give you like a decent like middle of the road conference game for like a power conference.
Oh, did you give picks?
I have not yet. I will now. Where are we? So for tonight's football game, over 30.5 minus 118, over 49.5. Oh, sorry, that's the Bills team total. Over 49.5 for the game, minus 112. Achan, anytime touchdown, plus 110. This is starting in 5 minutes. Tarek Skubal, over 18.5 outs, plus 149. He's faced Cleveland twice this year. I don't think he's given up a run. 7 innings and 9 innings, respectfully, in those starts. Let's get it out into the
He is
second.
coming off that injury, or
He is.
even early. I should
He is,
say.
but
We're Marty cursed him.
But they said he's fine.
Okay.
So let's get it out into the 7th inning. Plus 150.
It's a game they want to win.
They do want to win. They're playing to win.
Is there any
100%.
No, but like
games they
no,
wanna
it's a
lose?
game.
I know,
It's a meaningful game.
I know.
Meaningful game.
There's no games they want to lose.
I know. A's plus 123. Just a good number. They're playing the Red Sox tight in this series. So, and it's a day game. Bayo typically doesn't pitch well during the day. He's kind of dismissed that a little bit,
Yeah.
but it's a good number for the A's. Giants plus 0.5 first 5 innings, minus 120. It's Logan Webb, Yamamoto. I'm just kind of hoping Logan Webb throws 5 shutout innings there and keeps it tight. Maybe they get a run off Yamamoto. And then China tennis.
China.
Valentin Royer minus 140. This starts at like 4 in the morning. So like you throw a few of these at night, you wake up, you see if you won or lost. I won last night, which is nice. That's about 7 plays for you.
Oh, I woke up to see Rudy Giuliani tweeted about me. So
You should come on Pick Central tomorrow.
Yeah, Rudy's free to debate Clemmer on Pick Central.
they try to get him on Kirk
what he
show.
likes.
They try to get him on Kirk show. Do that.
You got a pick, Phil?
In response.
Yeah, I'm on Bills minus 12.5, fading Mutt. Unfortunately, maybe I would have had a different pick if I knew that beforehand, but I'm gonna stick with my gut and go back to the well. Juan Soto home run plus 300. He homered last night. I wish he homered a second time,
Big Mets game here.
but the
Yeah.
Mets have to win.
every game is a big.
10 games left. Clem said it best yesterday. The Mets' magic number is 10, as in 10 games left in regular season, for better or for worse.
It's true. Oh, by the way, Barstool the Park on Saturday.
Yep.
I'll be there. You gonna be there, Phil?
We'll see.
Who are they
Okay.
playing?
Washington. But it's a great deal. You get
it's fantastic.
food and beverages, and it's
Yeah.
all sorts of great stuff. I'll be
listen-
there for sure.
Listen, a lot going on in the world. We'd be remiss if we didn't say, like, things should be coming back in terms of canceled, stuff like that. Yankees are making a playoff run. Let's bring back short porch.
Yeah.
Bring back short porch.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sick of where it's at. Let's go Yankees.